Police have recovered the rifle used to kill Negros Oriental Governor Ruel de Gamo from one of the suspects currently in custody. Tighter security measures are being imposed in the province, but the national government clarifies that this is not martial law. The Philippine Coast Guard is seeking the help of the United States in containing the oil spill in Oriental Mindoro. The oil spill has since reached coastal areas of Antique and Palawan and could reach the island of Boracay. And in sports, Pinoy gymnast Carlos Yulo bags gold in parallel bars in the Artistic Gymnastics World Cup Series in Azerbaijan. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your weekend. I am Mon Gualvez. We begin today's newscast with the National Police confirming that one of the rifles used to kill Negros Oriental Governor Ruel de Gamo and several others had been recovered from their hot pursuit operations. PNP spokesperson Jean Fajardo said ballistics and cross-matching tests proved that the weapon recovered from one of the arrested suspects was the same one used to kill de Gamo. Tests also showed that the late governor was shot 11 times with the assault rifle. Police are also investigating the security detail assigned to de Gamo since they were nowhere to be found after the assassination. Meanwhile, authorities are still looking for 4 persons of interest in the killing.
Yung mga supposedly nagpo-provide po ng security kay Governor de Gamo during the day of the incident ay hindi po nag-report for duty. So kasama po yan sa napag-usapan.
Meanwhile, the Defense Department clarifies that there is no declaration of martial law in Negros Oriental. The president earlier gave instructions to suppress violence in Negros. A joint task force between the AFP and PNP was also created to pursue suspects in the assassination of Governor de Gamo. The task force is composed of 2 brigades and 6 battalions, including 50 Light Reaction Company troops formerly deployed during the Marawi siege.
May hierarchy po tayo na tinatawag natin yung ating calibrated response. Tayo po, nandito po tayo sa pang-apat, sa mababa. Dahil nakita po natin na napakaganda ng ginawa ng ating Armed Forces of the Philippines at saka PNP na right after, mga 5 hours after the incident, ay nahuli po natin kagad yung tatlong mga suspect.
Officials also clarified that there is no suspension of the permit to carry firearms in the province. Meanwhile, Army Chief of Staff General Andres Centino said they are still planning where to deploy the additional personnel.
It's important that we deploy the forces kung saan sila most likely mag-iikot at magtatakbo. Hindi lang naman itong 10 ang involved, no? There are also support elements na tumutulong sa kanilang pagtatago at
The Philippine Coast Guard is formally seeking help from the United States in cleaning the oil spill off Nauhan, Oriental Mindoro. The PCG wrote a letter to the U.S. Embassy seeking additional response equipment and any other assistance that might help in containing the spill. The Japanese government has already sent a team to help with the cleanup. Representatives from other countries are also set to meet with them on Monday to discuss additional aid. The oil spill has now reached the shores of Taytay in Palawan, about 295 kilometers away from Nauhan. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on What News. You're still watching One News Now. I am Mon Gualvez. With their monthly salaries barely enough to live on, teachers are leading Venezuela's biggest anti-government protest in years. The details in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Ahora no nos alcanza ni para comer. Ya los sueldos de verdad no alcanzan para absolutamente nada.
Yo estoy con hambre dando clase, con un dolor de cabeza, pensando que mi hijo está enfermo y no tengo cómo darle la medicina.
Venezuelan teachers are leading public sector workers in what have become the biggest anti-government protest in years. They are demanding higher salaries in the face of soaring inflation. The average monthly wage for public school teachers is around 500 bolivars, or about $20. Salaries have not been adjusted for almost a year, despite annual inflation reaching 440% in January. While many private sector employees now get paid in dollars, which allow them to enjoy rising living standards, public sector workers paid in bolivars are struggling to make ends meet. Rosmary Nieves is a public school teacher in Caracas.
En Venezuela gano $20 mensuales, o sea, $10 quincenales.
Daily expenses are not the only thing she worries about covering. Rosmary suffers from sickle cell anemia and needs to take 3 types of medication on a regular basis.
Yo tomo un medicamento para la tiroides. Se cuesta $5, $20 cuestan los anticoagulantes y $3 o $4 cuesta el ácido fólico.
In order to cover these costs, Rosmary started giving private tutoring classes on top of her regular teaching job.
¿Cómo es posible que un docente que, por ejemplo, como yo, con más de 20 años de servicio, tenga un posgrado y igualmente tengamos ese sueldo que no nos alcanza para absolutamente nada, teniendo tantos niños a nuestro cargo, tantos niños que tenemos que ayudar?
In the face of this deteriorating economic situation, some teachers are leaving the profession for higher paying jobs or other trades.
Y muchos han renunciado y prefieren renunciar que seguir porque no nos alcanza. Fíjate que yo en la pandemia yo aprendí peluquería. O sea, yo tengo que buscar un oficio.
Si somos educadores, ¿por qué tenemos que estar buscando otra cosa? Si somos profesionales, a nosotros nadie nos regaló el título. Y hay muchas personas, de verdad, rebuscándose por lo mismo, porque su sueldo no les alcanza. Y renunciando, obviamente, renuncian y se van a un colegio privado.
In a bid to calm the protests, the government has offered teachers some assistance, but many say it's not enough.
The Nicolás Maduro government gave the teachers a one-time bonus of $30 by mid-January. It also promised to increase the minimum wage, but that promise has not been materialized yet. The Venezuelan teachers are demanding wages that go between $300 and $700 a month, but what the government is expected to raise it to is way lower than that.
After missing out on the floor exercise finals, Carlos Yulo finally nabbed his first gold at the FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Cup Series in Azerbaijan over in parallel bars. Yulo bested Ukraine's Ilya Kovtun, who was eyeing his 7th straight FIG World Cup title on the apparatus. Yulo edged out Kovtun with his execution that garnered a competition-high 8.9 points. The former world champion will compete in the vault finals later today. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I am Mon Gualvez. We are One News.